What's up? What's up,
What's
chat?
up?
Can't place a unit when the power limit has been reached.
I experienced that at least once.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Never experienced that. I've never had a problem placing a unit.
Because you're not grinding PvP like me.
I have some really exciting news. I know everyone thought that they were here to hear about the event and the Versus Invitational, but you know what they're actually here for?
What are they here for?
Check this out.
I don't even know. This is a surprise to me. Oh, you got you got a stream deck?
Yeah, I was like impulse bought it. I was like watching a stream and someone used it and I was like, I gotta have one of those. All right, let's jump in. Wait, did someone mess with what is this head skin? I want it because
Oh!
it
I,
reminds me of me.
I seem to remember someone messaging me and asking for a reference picture of you, but they didn't tell me why. So
Sketch. Let's get started. Let's talk about versus. So improved matchmaking we took a stab at. There's obviously some improvements that we need to make to it, but it helped with balancing. A vast majority of the matches were even, meaning that they had 100% bar filling. Now, the problem, of course, was that bars filled too fast, which we found out why our tuning made it that way and what we can do to improve it. So we basically made one thing way better, which is even matches, but made one thing way worse, which is not everyone could place every time. So anyway, so yeah, I think, there was definitely some progress made with this event, but obviously it wasn't the perfect experience yet. Sorry for those of you who had to deal with cannot place unit when the power bar has been reached. We hear you loud and clear, and we're working on changing to that. Our goal is to not make it like a trade-off where you feel bad about playing versus or PvE. We want it to be pretty close in rewards. And then, of course, you also have a chance at winning skins, which is pretty cool from Bone Chests. Oh, wow, I just saw this. Don't think I didn't see this in real time, Thomas.
what? What? They made one for me too? That's so great.
That's a good one. Wow. Wow, we have such insane artists. Those are good. Okay, captain battle planning. I think that was actually a pretty good change. It gives you 30 to 45 seconds as a captain, depending when you load in the game, to place your battle and then place battle plans. It has some time to start talking about strategy. So I think overall that was a success. One captain slot. Another controversial one. I think a lot of people liked being able to focus on one streamer and feel like they were actually playing and invested in the battle, and some people wish they could just grind out more bones. So I think there's some pluses and minuses to that. We're changing the size of the power bars, basically setting the bar where at or above where the large streamer is, so that everyone that's watching there can place like above them, and then that means that the smaller army can place up to 3 units to catch up in power. There was a lot of feedback around busters, healing, and terrain, so we're looking at the tuning of all three of those things. Then we also heard people who were saying that the epic skin reward shouldn't have been the last week's bone skins. That was a big oversight on our part. I think that's definitely good feedback, and we're going to change that for next time. All right, next up we have another drum roll. Thomas, I'm going to press the button. The 10k Versus Invitational, the biggest esports event to ever be announced on this stream.
Yes, that is accurate.
Everyone's been wondering, when is Stream Raiders going to become an official esport? And now, friends, we have the answer for you. It's today. We're actually doing a tournament. So Stream Raiders first ever 10k Invitational is a $10,000 tournament. The way that it works is 20 community streamers that are already captains have a chance to earn a lottery ticket to qualify, and then 20 streamers will invite to be a part of the tournament ourselves. We want to do this is to raise the stakes and build some hype so that more people find out about it, and that's part of the reason we want to invite 20 streamers, is so we can get some new fresh blood into the ecosystem and have people who are playing who hadn't heard of it before but like the idea of a tournament to see who's got the strongest communities. There's 2 events. This next versus event is a qualifier event. I'm gonna move here. We don't need Thomas. We just need me. Okay, there we go.
Whoa.
So the next event on Monday, Tuesday, for about 24 hours is a qualifier event. And any captain who exists now, who has over 25% participants in a battle they win gets 1 lottery ticket. And at the end of the event, we're going to draw for those 20 slots. So we'll randomly draw to find out who gets invited for those 20 community slots. On 5/20, we're planning it to be from 2 to 7 p.m. So there will be a full 24-hour Versus event that's live during that time. But during that window from 2 to 7 p.m., the people who, the 40 captains who are invited to the Invitational, will have their wins count, their first 30 matches count during that time period towards the tournament. And so basically, your first 30 matches you complete during that 2 to 7 p.m. time window count for the tournament, and the most wins out of those 30 wins the prizes. And so it goes up to 1k for first, and we wanted to make sure that everyone who got invited and got lucky enough to be a part of it got some money to take home. So we kept the distribution pretty low.
Oh, Brad, we got caught. Looks like you're giving out 12,300, not 10k. Though I can't see the last column. You caught us. We're actually giving out more. Just 10k sounded cooler than 12k.
Doesn't
right, Brad?
10k sound cooler than 12k?
Yeah. No one's like, oh, we're doing a 12k tournament. We're like, oh no, 10k sounds cool. We'll give out more. No one will be mad that we're giving out more than 10k.
Yeah. Roadmap. Let's talk about what we're building. So this week, we've talked a lot for the last few dev streams. We have 3 priorities. They are performance, Versus, and mobile. The release that will go live this week will have a bunch of performance updates. We've made some improvements to battle server files, which means that it will load faster for streamers and be less choppy when battles get bigger. Loading improvements, we have a big loading fix that will change how assets are loaded into the game. That'll hopefully make loading the game faster, loading the tabs faster. Animation improvements, same thing. Like basically we're making it so animations are easier for us to make, and that makes the performance better in the game. So moving on. Mobile Lite. So, Mobile Lite, we showed last dev stream, we showed a really cool demo of Mobile Lite. It's getting there. It's like playable, which is freaking awesome. So we actually have a sign up form. We're going to be adding a small handful, probably like 10 to 50 users in the next few weeks to the alpha is the goal, to have them try out and get a bunch of people with different setups for their mobile device in playing it. And then as we figure out what's working and where we need more help and more eyeballs, we'll add more people to the closed alpha. Drum roll, please. Thank you. The Dark Heart event. Dark Heart is the next event. It should go live later this week. It's looking freaking sweet. Who's ready to learn about the Dark Heart? Enter the Dark Heart. Oh, wow, hello. Oh wait, I'm clicking on OBS. I barely believe it. Boom! The new legendary war beast is to the rescue. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Hooks, okay? Wait, am I on chant? That was awesome. Okay, here's what I got back. He's a legendary melee unit with a decent sized health pool and a fast attack speed. He mauls and rips through enemy army lines like a buzzsaw. Warbeast also deals bonus damage to monsters, so things like giant spiders, bats, and dragons get pwned. That's the frickin' Warbeast.
Wait, what was the last thing?
Can you pay attention, Thomas? Pay attention.
Yeah,
Warbeast also deals bonus damage to monsters, so things like giant spiders, bats, and dragons get pwned. Yeah, Warbeast.
Love it.
Here are some of the enemies that you'll find. The giant fly traps you saw are freaking nasty. If a unit walks near them, it just swallows them whole. It basically like one shots everybody. It's pretty nuts. The spider hive obviously spawns some spiders. It's pretty gross, so you got to kill that thing. The Spriggan is the giant boss. Wait, what does it he do? Oh, attack with spiny roots. Yee. Okay. The jungle spirit is really freaking cool. The jungle spirit basically is a little like mushroom that runs towards enemy units and he tries to explode on them and give them buffs. But if you kill him first, then you can actually get the buffs for yourself. So you basically want to kill it as soon as possible and have your units around it because then you get a little like immunity buff that from his what's it called? His like spores that pop out of him when you pop them. Oh, the Spriggan's not the boss. The Dark Heart is the boss. My bad. Well, anyways, this is the Dark Heart boss, and I think that's about it. So, yeah. Anything else, Thomas?
Time to raid.
Time to raid. All right. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for being here and spending some time with us and playing the game. We really appreciate it, and we love you all. Do I want to subscribe now to Stream Captain? Sure.